Here I am going to show you how to make the spike design for the candle project. So this is something what we're going to go for, and you'll have 3 extrusions and 1 revolution that you can see on the left here. So the first thing for you to do is to create a new file. So go to File, New, okay, and if you can't see it, if you can't see standard mm, you need to click on metric and then standard mm. That means we're working in millimeters. Then go to create. That'll bring you up a new file, and we're going to be starting in our 3D mode with our 3D tools along here, and then you have your 2D mode, which is this sketch, and you can see these are all 2D tools here. So the first thing to do is to start a 2D sketch by clicking here and start 2D sketch, and the first time you do this you have 3 work planes, X, Y and Z. So go ahead and pick one of these like that, and then you brings you from your 3D mode to your sketch here, and you've got these 2D tools which are now sort of open to you. I would firstly click on the circle tool, go to the center, make sure it's locked onto the center there, click once and let go, and then bring your cursor out. Before you click again, you can see the dimension there at 24. We want to change that to 50. Okay, so you can tap 50 in and then press enter, and that will give you your circle there. Then come up here and finish your sketch, and that's now taking you from your sketch back to the 3D mode. We're going to extrude that sketch by clicking on this button here. It automatically has sensed what we want to extrude and told us it's going to extrude it by 10. In fact, I think we want to change this, and if you can't see this dialog box here, if it's not got a drop down, it's just showing you this, just come over and use that drop down. It's much better to use this one, and you'll see why in a little bit later. So change this to 6mm and press OK. Okay, so we're going to do exactly the same thing again in a slightly different way. So start 2D sketch here, like that, and I want you to click on this top surface here. This time I want you to click on circle, click in the center and come out, but I want you to tap in 20 and enter, then finish your sketch. And you can see this, and instead of, we're going to use the extrude button, but instead of lifting it up like it's guessed we want to do, we're actually going to click on this button here, and that's called cut. So we're going to click on that and change the dimension. It's going all the way through at the moment because it's doing it by 6. We're going to change that dimension to 3mm. Now it's guessed it changed direction here, so it went to this button here. If it doesn't, you can change these buttons, but I would first just press the cut button and it usually guesses correctly. Then click OK. So we've now got a hole where our item can go in, which has a diameter of 20mm. The next thing that we're going to do is we're just going to create a little ring around the outside of that sketch. So we're just going to start another 2D sketch, click on the part there. If you use the zoom all button here, this magnifying glass, that'll bring everything into focus for you. Then instead of drawing our circle, we're actually going to use this project geometry because the circle's already there. So we're going to click on the project geometry tool and just click on this button, this edge of this circle here. If you hover over the center, it will show both circles. We just want the edge there. Okay, and then I want you to click on the offset button and then click on that circle and just once and just bring it out like this. Okay, and you can tap in 4, press enter, and you can see the 4 is there. Finish your sketch, and then you can extrude that, and you'll this time instead of you'll have to kind of tell it which area to extrude. So we're just going to hover over this area here, extrude, and we're going to tap in 3. That's going to be a piece of acrylic, which is often 3 or 5mm. We're going to choose 3. Now it's very important that you click this button called New Solid. If I forget to, look what happens. It's created it all as one material. If you do forget, just come back over and click on that last extrusion. Your sketch is inside there. We want the extrusion, so click on that button, double click on it, and then press New Solid. Okay, and then OK. You can see how different that is. That's now 2 bits of material. And then you should go and save your work at this point, and go to save and save it in an appropriate place. I will carry on the rest of this tutorial in the next video.